Hey you, do you like wrestling news? Do you want to hear some wrestling news? And if you do, you clicked on the right video because I got some wrestling news right here for you at the Wrestling Heat. So stay tuned because some of that sweet and delicious wrestling news that I got for you has to do with CM Punk, maybe hinting at a Daniel Bryan debut. So stay tuned right after this too sweet intro. And alright, first piece of wrestling news that I have for y'all tonight has to do with Mandy Rose and this recent NXT taping that just went on like hours ago. It has to deal with Mandy Rose possibly picking up an injury during either a part of a match or, some kind of, physical segment. I don't really know the full story. I do know that NXT has been trying to cut down on spoilers with it being pre-taped for the next 3 to 4 weeks. But it looks like Mandy Rose has possibly copped an injury after this segment. We're just going to have to sit back and see if this little rumor is true. And if she is injured, I wish her a speedy recovery and hope to get her back over on the NXT side of things. Yet again, moving on with things with Gigi and her partner with the whole little Rose faction it looks like they're going to be doing. But yeah, what do y'all think about that? She's possibly injured. And, that just sucks if it is, something bad, which I hope it's not. But, let me know what y'all think about that down below. What kind of injury do you think it'd be? Hoping it's nothing serious. And, alright, this next piece of wrestling news that I have for y'all tonight has to do with CM Punk and how he put his debut on All Elite Wrestling over on Rampage. He pretty much said that this is pretty much his best feeling, his best moment in wrestling today, coming back in Chicago, giving everybody ice cream bars that he wanted so long ago. And there was a segment in his promo where everybody was over on AEW Dynamite tonight that just, passed hours ago. But everybody started chanting, yes, yes, yes. And he acknowledged the crowd to say, hey, that's not my shtick, that's somebody else's gimmick. Just give it time, and you might be over this way. Pretty much, almost confirming, hinting that Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, to All Elite Wrestling, pretty much all confirmed. I could definitely say since, CM Punk is over there, now I can see Daniel Bryan definitely being over there. So they're probably waiting for their upcoming pay-per-view to probably bring him in. And I honestly wouldn't mind to see AJ Lee over there as well. I would like to see a match between her and Britt Baker and a few others over there. But also Eric Bischoff said that since the way that things are going with CM Punk over in AEW, that it might have to force WWE to change, but I really don't see them changing their ways if they haven't already, and we've been pleading for new storylines and a whole bunch of stuff to change in the WWE, and we haven't really got all that many changes that are good anyway. But it looks like Daniel Bryan confirmed. Eric Bischoff saying that WWE actually might have to, change up a little bit since, they done copped CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. At least that's what's been, hinted at heavily tonight on AEW Dynamite. But, what do y'all think about that? CM Punk saying this is pretty much one of his best moments out of his whole entire career out of wrestling. And what Eric Bischoff had to say, and with what went down on AEW tonight, let me know what y'all think. What y'all think is going to happen down below, because I'm really interested. If I have anybody here that actually watch AEW, let me know down below. And alright, this has to deal with NXT UK and NXT US. We all seen the match with Walter. The first one that he had with Dragunov was freaking brutal. I mean, some hard-hitting stuff. And part 2 just went down a couple days ago. Walter, Dragunov part 2. It was a brutal match. And now it leaves everybody wondering, you know, what Walter is going to do since he's been slayed by Dragunov like 800 and something days as freaking UK champion. Ain't nobody can take that away from Walter. But for what we've heard from Walter in interviews plenty times before, that he's not really keen to being here in the US. He likes it over there on the UK side. But I guess if the money's right and Walter wants to come on over, even though with this COVID stuff still going on. But yeah, looks like NXT US wants Walter to come over full time. On the US side of things on NXT. Would y'all be up for that, seeing Walter in the US? I would definitely say hell yeah, bring Walter in, and let's see what we can get some matches going on with Walter. Ciampa 2, I don't know, but let me know down below. Would y'all like to see Walter in the US NXT? And you know, hopefully he gets to stay there for a little while before moving up to the main roster, because that's always main roster move from NXT. Crazy. But yes, would y'all want Walter in NXT US? And I do believe a lot of you will say yes. Man, I just want to throw this into the video because I think this Nick Khan dude is like a goof. I can understand he's a businessman and stuff like that. He wants to make WWE a lot of money, which he has, you know, with all these releases and everything coming in and the wrestlers and staff being booted out. But this crazy man has said that a 4-hour Raw would be beneficial to WWE. And I gotta say, for me, I can barely sit through 3 hours, let alone 4 hours. And I gotta say, Nick Khan, you are batshit crazy on thinking that. I mean, I would not really like it. I heard that they might jump SmackDown to 3 hours. Man, I think 2 hours would be good enough. 3 hours is just pushing it. 4 hours is just, you're a psychopath. But yeah, what do y'all think about that, of Raw maybe moving up to 4 hours of television time? Would y'all watch? Would y'all not watch? Please let me know down below on how batshit crazy this sounds. Or y'all actually up for a 4-hour Monday Night Raw? Let me know down in the chat rooms. I am very curious on this one. And next up in the news tonight, I'm going to read this word for word just so I don't mess anything up. Brock Lesnar and Becky Lynch expected for this Friday night SmackDown. And Becky Lynch would be a heel. And it's being reported that Brock Lesnar is a babyface. And Brock Lesnar as a babyface, that's kind of like a hit and miss. People rather see him as a unstoppable heel, bad guy. And Becky Lynch, I do believe towards before, she said she was pregnant, she was starting to get booed. So I think what they did with Bianca was say, okay, we're going to turn all this up to 100. We're going to get mega heat on you. You're going to be Bianca Belair. 1, 2, 3, 26, 28 seconds. And then we're going to come here on Friday night and we're going to pretty much get you, heel status like that. And I think that's exactly what they did with Becky Lynch. But we'll have to find out this Friday night because Brock and Becky are set to be there. Let's see if, Becky's a heel and Brock is a babyface. And what do y'all think about, Brock being a babyface and Becky being a heel? I'm curious to let, me know what y'all think about all this craziness that's been going on with Becky Lynch and Bianca. People on Twitter turning it into a race thing. And, yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm waiting to see what happens. I don't know about y'all, but I'm pretty hyped and ready to know what the hell is going on. What the hell is going on? And alright, this next piece of wrestling news is the last piece of wrestling news that I have for y'all tonight, and it has to deal with Pat McAfee. What about the guy that's been making me laugh so damn hard over in commentary with the whole air guitar, him teabagging the hell out of Michael Cole? It looks like he has came to Twitter and pretty much announced that he has tested positive for COVID-19. And only thing that I could say at this point with, COVID spikes, ups and downs, and people testing positive, only thing that I could hope for is a speedy recovery and for, wish for, the best for him. He's a funny dude, kind of up and down on him, with his antics, but he's starting to grow on me, and I hope, a speedy recovery, has no kind of, altercations with his health or anything like that. So, yeah, it's a little bleak thing to end out on, but yeah, everybody, that is the wrestling news that I have for y'all tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I got some more coming this Sunday morning or Saturday, early Saturday. Trying to work it out, try to get her out, more earlier. But if y'all have watched up to this point, thank you for your watch time. Thank y'all for giving this video any kind of attention. If you want, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever y'all want to do. Mr. Suds, I miss you very much, my guy. And to everybody else, have a good night. See some of y'all Friday for that Friday Night SmackDown. And it's nothing but love, and forever and always, ladies and gentlemen, you must always and forever just keep it just a little bit too sweet, baby, and I will see y'all in a couple of days.
Wolf pack is back, cause I'm mass destruction. Guess who's here? The bad boys.